Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I wanted to remind everybody that we're in a position right now, today, no matter what part of life you're on, whatever journey that you're walking, the benefit that you can always rely on today is that no matter what the reason is that we are here in human form, that we have the ability to not only live a balanced, harmonized life, regardless of what the circumstances or situations or, viewpoint may be of certain individuals, because we realize that what we do on the 3D masks what we can accomplish in the 5D and beyond, right? In the true, actual, balanced heavenly realms, right? Because we are light essences, and when we remember that we were created from divinity, out of divinity, with divinity, meaning that we have light and we have the ability to co-create with the true creator of the whole, of everything, of the entirety. And the God that created the illusion that we're living in right now, filled with domination and suppression and toxicity and, distraction and trying to get people scared and anxious and keeping them in a lower vibrational state. That's their goal. Sadly, Earth is this learning lesson because it's a balance between understanding, resonating, remembering, feeling it within your inner being, that you can have both things right here, right now. You could understand, you could resonate, you could be, right? Embrace. You could call in your divinity. You can wear it like a shield. You could wear it like a crown. You could wear it within your energy field, meaning that you're keeping your vibration high and you're focusing your intentions out of a love-based, complete heart space, right? Where your chakras are all aligned, and that you realize that there is benefit right here, right now, being a light essence in 3D form, because it allows us, right? I am a light essence formed by the Creator, by the Divine, not by the demigod that created the illusion that we're living in right now. My soul has depth, and it has integrity, and it has intellect, and it embraces all of the true principles of the aeons, right? Where wisdom and knowledge and truth and, guidance and, illumination, and where the true values and virtues started from, not where they became distorted or mirrored. Because unfortunately, what we are enduring is a simulation of what is positive, but wrapped in a negative wrapper. But we're so accustomed to seeing that negative wrapper, we don't realize that there's positivity inside. And that could be because the evil energies, the distorted, the ignorant energies of creation, right? Seeded different legacies in order to continue to carry out the mission of disruption and dismay. I mean, you saw it maybe over a lifetime, depending upon how old you are. But the one thing still remains that they can't hide, that they can't rewrite, is that you are a light essence. And that if you know that you are divine, if you resonate, if you feel, if you remember, if you know that the evil out here is meant to knock you off your square or keep you limited, but that there's more out there for you, then that's your inner divinity telling you that you are right. There is way more out there. And you have the ability today, right now, to balance the life that you live on the 3D with the mannerism, the perception, and the movements that you make, how you respond and not react. And just so you know, you could respond to a bad situation, right? And still be in self-empowerment, or continue to enforce your self-boundaries, because a form of self-love is making sure that those other energies have no room to step on you or to hold you down or push you under. And we're in a position in time right now where I've learned that, or discovered, or remembered, and when I look back, I actually do remember, because I'm old enough to know that these cycles do occur, and I've lived through some of them. Pieces of one and pieces of another, and, whatever. But what I'm saying is that the cycles of suppression and illusion and limitation have like 50-year cycles. That's a long time. And we're coming to the end of this last 50-year cycle. And that's why, the illusion can't continue if too many people realize that there's more out there than the limited cage, that, they want to try to keep our essence locked into with their different tactics. And their tactics are long and wide. You could start with religion and you can end with politics. And in the middle is, the lineage that, unbeknownst to your ancestors, some of them swallowed and accepted because the picture looked really pretty. But then they didn't realize what they were setting into place for their legacy down the line. But that's not here, there, or anywhere. You know what? We are here with a mask of illusion and forgetfulness, and the ones who remember that we are of inner light, right? That hasn't given your soul away, that didn't contract your light to be dimmed so far down that you let, the dissuasion of evil in whatever form. And if it's telling you to bow, if it's telling you to ask, if it's telling you that you need to be on a knee, then that's evil. That's just not right. Because the Creator doesn't want those things, doesn't ask those things. Where we come from, it's a very balanced, harmonized, it encompasses everything, and there's lack of nothing. So we are light essences of true intelligence and true spirit and true frequency of being. And the evil of this world has tried to suppress us. But when we realize that that's where our destiny lies, and we don't allow the stronghold of yesterday's domination to carry through into the next 50-year cycle, then we all need to stand up. We all need to grab our inner divinity. We all need to bring it to the surface. We all need to do some deep down reflection. We all need to remember our true origin, not our life form, right? Not our vessel, not our painted picture of suppressed captivity through the illusion of righting wrongs from the past, or setting our ancestors free, you know, and coming back and reincarnating and doing it again because we're just about there. That's a stronghold that the demiurge wants you to believe. So when you realize that that's just an illusion, that you have the choice to reject the falsity and realize that your light essence is more powerful, and that your true creator, whether you have a front row seat or you hang out in the plenoma, which is an extension of the monad, right? But regardless of where you actually settle in, the thing of the matter is that you could choose to reject the falsities, the lies, the misconceptions, the outright abuses, and you can embrace love and light and equality and evolution and remembrance, and you can share that, and you can pass that along, and you can help add a better 50-year cycle where the illusion is shattered, and the illusion of being stuck, and the true magnificent tapestry of essence and completeness and interconnectivity and unity fill the next 50 years with so many possibilities for everyone, and that the lower dense energies that once had a hold, that they just fade back into the void, that they don't have any control over us. We have all the control. And that together, when we bond and we create friction, what we're actually doing is punching more holes in the outdated, dominating, suppressing, limiting belief that lower dense energies once tricked us into believing. Because remember, we forgot our divinity when we came here. It was designed that way so that you would at some point ask questions or break free or stand apart and rise. And I believe that I chose to come here right now for this reason, because I've never been stuck within the limitations of what, the perceived matrix told me. I've always been outspoken. I've always been a fighter. I've always been a warrior, if you will, for ones who could not advocate for themselves, whether they were children and people didn't listen to them, or they were old and people thought that they were washed up. But I know that there's value in every light, and that every light needs to be nurtured, and that with nurture comes remembrance. So I'm here to add nurture and sunlight and positivity to you, to your realm, to your field, right now, today. Reach out and call me, text me, send me an email straight away. Because what I do know is that we are a powerful force, and the more light essences that remember their divinity, the greater the whole, the bigger the ability, the larger we stand on a brighter, interconnected, united, positive 50-year coming cycle, because we are right at the cusp of it. And it's like, now or never. Please don't ever be never. Don't get left behind. Don't get sucked into the void. Don't allow the misillusion or the stronghold suppress your light. I encourage you that not only do you shine bright, but you add love and you add light when you choose to take a chance and see exactly how far your reach goes. And you will find that when you take the first step, your reach may have obstacles thrown in front of you, but that's just to dissuade you. But your true ascent is limitless, and I'm here to help you. My loving collective, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what space you're filling, embrace the qualities that we have in order to stay balanced, harmonized, and responsive, and solution-based in our 3D reality, lifting us even higher and higher with our 5D consciousness, our higher selves, our intuition, our third eye, our connection to the true creator, not a limited belief of things that just don't resonate, that never made sense, that never felt right. Because we're not tethered to that. We are light essences. And I'll just keep saying that until you remember. Because you've got a beautiful light. Your colors are awesome. And when you're aligned and they blend and your rainbow shines, that's when you'll see that your doors of evolution open wide. Love and light, my collective, my loving soul tribe family of light essences, interconnected, united, strong, together, a bonded force. Let's make the next 50 years what we want, not what they said we can have. My plans are wide and they are long. And if you want to know more, and I'm actively attempting to bring all of this into my life, into my reality, into my timeline. And I'm doing this so I could share it with everyone everywhere.